Finally, welcome back to our Wu-Tang American Saga review. Last episode, prediction episode. Took us a little while to get in here, but look, people been listening. They've been locked in. So, hey, we want to give it to you the right way. We didn't want to rush it. We want to the right full way. My brother Focus, how you doing?
I'm good, man. You know what? You said it's been a minute, right? I've had a couple of cats say, yo, man, I want to get on and talk about the Woo with you, dog. And I'm like, yo, we should probably, in the off.
No. This ain't the last. We can extend some other stuff and bring.
Yeah.
Because I got. I'll talk to you out there. What I don't want to talk about on there about who I'm trying to get on, but
no question. Exactly. So we do off-season dialogue.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I'm good. How you been, man? You all right?
I've been good, man. I can't complain. Christmas here, New Year's coming up. I remember New Year's Eve used to be the jump off for us when we was rocking these streets. Now it's another day.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about what fit I'm gonna wear, all that good stuff for or throwing a New Year's Eve party. Shit.
Oh man, I was just talking about what was it, the 09, 2010 party at the Boathouse, man.
Oh, dude. Yo, that one was crazy.
That was insane.
Because I don't even know if people, we Philippines, people would get more insight on us when I talk about this, but so when we threw that party, it got picked up by like this mainstream, it'd be like back then people noticed it was like a blog for like mainstream St. Louis happenings, like a River Times thing, and they were like put it out there for the tickets. They just picked it up, so that's why we had like 30% white people there.
It was crazy.
They picked it up, but we had it laid out, so it was like when you got there, they didn't trip off because everybody was suited and booted.
Oh, it was
we had clean. Couches. We brought in couches and all kind of booth service. We did it we tricked the whole spot out.
Fam, I remember buying, and I ain't gonna say his name, it was a really high profile. Dude's currently a billionaire. I bought him a drink at that party, son. Just to be like, what's up, man? Like, yo, you in here? He's like, yeah, I'm having a good time. And I was like,
and then we had the shadow boxes too. You remember that? We had the girls dancing in the shadow boxes.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yo, that was hard. Yo, ain't nobody did that for no party on their own and brought in a shadow box.
Oh man, yeah. So
Desi was one of them.
Yeah, Cheryl, piece of Desi, man, she's killing it now.
Desi was one of them.
But
shout out to Desi, our own girl Desi out LA doing her thing.
No question. A lot of STL in LA right now too. So, hey, man, let's get back on the day because we can talk about...
Yeah, let's jump in. Last episode.
All right, so where we at right now? Okay,
so right now, we dropping the album's dropping.
Album's dropping. Look, the contracts have been signed. The concert at the Fever happened. You God gets jammed up, right? On some, we can get into that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's after the showcase. For what was that? Was that EMI? Who was that for?
It was EMI or was it Relativity? EMI, Sony, somebody like that.
Yeah. So they tore down the hotel. Meanwhile, you guy gets jammed up, and then RZA, at the end of all of that, signs the group to Loud, right? And that was even controversial because they had the lowest. Was it 60K? They gave them 60K, but they had the freedoms to do whatever they wanted to do and be free.
And every other label wanted them to. Everybody was exclusive for that because they met with Def Jam. Def Jam was like, "What you talking about?" Lala's, what you talking about?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that. We don't. That's insane. So RZA was like, "All right, well, it is what it is. We're not every other group." All right. So they filming right now. It starts off. They're filming "Protect Your Next" video in Staten. Yo, did you peep who the director was? Who the music director was?
It wasn't Chris Robinson, was it?
It was that kid Gano Grills, man. It was Gano Grills was the director, right? And so,
but I thought it technically was RZA directing, right? Like, or did Gano get the credit?
No. I mean, the actor who's playing the director, not the actual director. Like on the series, the guy who's playing the director.
Okay.
Yeah. So if y'all remember Gano Grill, Gano is a cat from Staten. He grew up alongside the Wu-Tang Clan, but he's an actor, and I best recognize him from In Too Deep. Back to the little joint with LL Cool J. Shaheem was also in the
Yes.
movie.
And he was the one, if everybody remember, he got the pool stick stuck up his
The
rear.
pool stick dude, yeah. So that's an unfortunate.
He's been in a
scene.
couple other things too, though. He's been in a couple
He was in Cadillac Records
film roles.
He was in Shaft. He was in The Sopranos at one point. He did Hove's Streets is Watching short video. He also did Hove's
Was he the dude that was beefing with them when they went to the hotel and all that? And Straight Streets is Watching?
Correct. Yep, and he did the Face Off joint with Sauce Money, also that. So he's been in I mean, I could keep going on his. I mean, I have to pull it up, but he was in a lot of stuff, man. But he was the director, so immediately I thought that was dope because he's actually like in real life from Staten, and in real life grew up.
I didn't know he was from Staten, though. I did not know he was from Staten.
Oh yeah, man.
He was in Ghost Dog.
He was in Ghost Dog, right?
I'm looking at his credits now.
Oh, you IMDb?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a Ghost Dog. That was another one. That's right. He was double black in Bamboozle when they had the Mau Mau's.
Correct. He was a Mau Mau rocking with my
was he an MC for real? Because he was riding pretty straight on there.
I think he may have been, dog. And I think at some point I've heard that people like associated him with the Wu-Tang Clan, and he was like, nah, them just my dudes.
Okay.
But yeah, so
he was on New York Undercover too.
Yeah.
That's his first role.
Yoba and was that the first joint?
That's his first role in New York Undercover.
Hey, well, there it is. So he's been this cat. That's the dude. That's
he had the braid. He had the long braids. If you remember, he had the long braids for years.
The pool, yeah, he did. The pool stick joint was.
Yep, that the pool stick joint is the one though.
Oh my goodness, bro. Yeah, now you can throw me off. I just thought about running that whole scene in my head. so he's the director, and then you got and then the dude. If y'all remember the cat that produced No More Mr. Nice Guy for Ghostface, after him, the Park Hill and the Staten Island beef early on in the series, the cat that produced the No More Mr. Nice Guy and had Ghost rhyming in the bathtub. Mm-hmm. He pulls up with some dude. He was in the passenger seat, and he gets word about them being able to like sign independent deals. So he pulls up to Deck, trying to sign Deck.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that was just kind of Deck is, polite. He was just like, yeah, he takes the paper. He's like, all right, I'll look at it, right? And so that's happening. Meanwhile, we get reintroduced to Cap. Capadonna shows up, right? Capadonna vined and walked off and went off into the cut. Cappuccino, boom, he said, you know what I'm saying, flexes out. He's like, yo, I would have never got the drop on you on the inside. And Vine's like, oh, chill, Chino, when you get out. And so it's like, yeah, y'all doing it, man, this and that. And Vine was like, son, get in the video. What you doing? He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm type shy. I ain't trying to, he passes him the joint. He's like, yeah, this might help. So this is when we get reintroduced to Capadonna. This is fresh. So we'll get into projections later, but let's just put a pin in, we get reintroduced to Capadonna, right? All right. So, they keep doing all this cutting, this splicing, but this is all one big scene. It's all happening in a million pieces at once. Raekwon has found himself on the roof. He's just like, he's reflecting. He's like, man, Ghost finds him up there and he's just like, yo, all of this, I used to sleep right there. He said, I kept all my belongings in that closet right there, man. It's like, all of this had to happen. This is my 180. You know what I'm saying? And Ghost is like, son, all this had to happen for you to become, Raekwon. And he's like, yo, exactly. So this is like this moment of reflection. Meanwhile, he's looking down and Meth is recording his shot for his verse on Protect Your Neck. So that was kind of crazy. Cuts back to the whole Byron contract situation with Deck, and Ghost, it's my man ODB, tears up the contract. He's like, yo,
what you doing?
Say, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, RZA's the North Star. Yo, follow his lead, right? And so he tears it up. And Deck was like, I was going to show RZA anyway. Like, he was like, nah, man. And that's when we found out it was like a 20K situation. But yeah, RZA's the North Star, follow his lead, which is crazy because he didn't really take that advice moving forward. But we'll get into that in a minute. Let me see. So they're filming. They realize they get down. Oh, RZA makes it very clear to Gano, whichever the guy's name in real life, but he's like, yo, they were having back and forth about like the direction of the video. And RZA was like, all due respect, dude. He's like, cause dude told RZA, he was like, you rhyme, that's what you do. I direct, that's what I do. And RZA was like, all due respect. We paying for this out of our own pocket, bro. So we gonna do it like this. And that's when they ran over and caught Buddy and them fighting.
Yep.
You know, they was,
like, no, keep doing it. Film that.
Yeah, film that. Yeah. That's the texture right there. That's the realness. And so they film all of that, and all of these little moving parts happen. And then they get to the end of this portion of the scene, and it's like, yo, they got down to their last 2 minutes of film, and you know, they got some stuff they got to do still. And RZA was like, nah, that's perfect. Actually, let's just get to the chop off the head part. And they like, yo, who gonna sit in the chair and get their head chopped off? And everybody's kind of like, man, nah, not me, son. I chill, son. Heads, nah, hell no. So it was Jamil that stepped up, and we later find out who he is. But he's like, yo, I'll do it, son. And RZA's like, yo, it's, you know, the righteous Wu-Tang clan chopping off the heads of our enemies in the music industry. And this is the message we're trying to send, like in our first video. And so they got the jizza with the sword, right?
Of course, he's walking around with the sword. And I wonder if he is that, because we talked about that's the same sword he was using in videos that they gave him. Was Electra, right?
It was Electra that gave him the number on the sword. Yeah. Was it 200K, or was it 150? Yeah, 200. So, all right. So we cut to now. Power has reached out to his parents again. His mom actually invited him down to the shop, and he has questions about like wholesaling, because he knows that they're gonna need merch, and he's starting to figure out like how to get into, you know, ordering in bulk and that kind of stuff. And so Pop sees him down there, and he's just like, didn't I tell you not to bring your ass around here no more? You know what I mean? Like, ever? You know what I'm saying? And Mom's just like, you know, Mom's his mom. She's like, yo, you know, I invited him down here. That's why he's here. And he's just like, yo, yeah, I just got a few questions about how it all works. And then they start talking about the mechanics of ordering. And he says something about printing. Power says something about printing like logos, and Pops kind of chimed in under his voice. He's like, what do you say? Wholesalers can print. And Power said, what'd you say, Pops? You know what I'm saying? He's still his son too, right? It's like he's trying to like, you know what I'm saying? You save a little money doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? So Mom's just like, he said, I think it was suppliers can print. He was like, yeah, that's good advice, Pops, thanks. And Pops just kind of rolls his eyes and walks off. But that was dope, because you know how we can be, man, proud and stubborn.
Super proud.
So it took a lot for Power to show up. And it also, it didn't look like much, but it took a lot for Pops to chime in. And we knew right then there was maybe a shifting, you know, the tide between them, which was hard. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me see. Where we at? I'm jumping around. But yeah, and that's what we do. We jump around. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same way you have a conversation with your friend about this. Y'all good?
No doubt. Oh, no doubt. And so Rifkin, they take the video once it's finished. They take it. RZA takes it to Steve Rifkin, and Steve's looking at it. He's like, "Oh, this is about to be dope. I can't wait to see it when it's finished." You know what I mean? And RZA's like, "What you mean? This is it?" He was like, "Yo, they got the timestamp on there and everything. Like that's." He's like, "Nah." So we keeping it on there. It's the rugged. You know what I'm saying? Raw. That's how we want to do it. So he goes to Rifkin to get basically reimbursed for the video. And Rifkin was like, all right, I can either reimburse you for the video, or I can send you guys to Jack the Rapper in Atlanta. I got you a spot opening up for Run DMC. And so he was like, yo, you let me know what you want to do. I could write the check right now, or I could send that money, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, help you guys pub the album for sales. And so obviously RZA's like, yeah, hell yeah, we doing Jack the Rapper. And so he was like, yeah, that's why.
Rapper. So that, man, people don't understand how dope that was.
Oh, Jack the Rapper was huge, bro. Yo, did you peep the first artist that they showed?
It was Outkast.
No, no, what? No, the first person when they got down to Atlanta and they had like on the microphone, it was the Brat.
Oh shit! I didn't even trip off that. I know they met Cast,
and then they met Cast, right?
Well, I'm trying to remember now. Who they push off stage?
Oh, that went on. That was just, well, I don't know. I say that was just, but that was
in my mind. I think it's Ill Al Scratch.
Oh, word?
I believe it's Ill Al Scratch.
Let's look that up, bro.
I mean, they ain't quoted, but I think if I remember, it was Ill Al Scratch. I think
if he was hosting that year, it was him. It had to be. But yeah, it was. No, okay. So my question is, who was the West Coast group that they met? Because he was like, yeah, I just watched Menace. I love that. And the dude was like, yeah, just come out to LA, homie.
It's got to be Alcoholics.
It's got to be Alcoholics.
Well, I mean, I guess no, because Alcoholics was the beginning when they were that wasn't Jack the Rapper at the other conference.
That was yeah, exactly. That was Alcoholics. Because that was
because they're the first person signed to Loud.
It was Loud, yeah, and then like I said, Twister from Chicago, and then Wu-Tang was New York.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who the was. So you said we just saw Menace to Society.
Yeah, he said I just watched Menace. He was crazy, and dude was like, "Oh, for sure." So I'm trying to remember who was in Menace that might have been at Jack the Rapper. Also, I can't.
Oh, MC8, Compton's Most Wanted.
It would have been 8.
It'd have been Compton's Most Wanted. He was in the group Compton's Most Wanted.
Thank you, bro.
It'd have been Compton's Most Wanted.
Because I guess yeah.
I mean, or if you're talking about lyrical shit, it could be Saphir too, though. Saphir played his cousin.
Okay.
But I'm thinking, I mean, it makes more sense but to do it, I mean, it's got to be Compton's Most Wanted, though.
All right.
Because Saphir was, well, you know what? It could have been Saphir. Because Saphir was down with the Alcoholics and all them. Remember they had, what was the crew that it was, the Golden State Warriors. It was Saphir.
Oh, man.
Exhibit and Roscos. Remember they had that group called Golden State Warriors?
Yeah. Matter of fact, they had a crazy track with Exhibit back in the day. I'm trying to think of the name of that joint. But anyway. Yeah. I think that was.
But it's more than likely they talking about Menace. It's got to be MC8 and Compton's Most Wanted.
So yeah, they walking through, and so they walking through. They making their way through. They meeting K. They met Cass. And then this local dude walks up, the local like the hip hop platform, little local radio or local TV station.
The song you talking about is called Harder.
Which song?
In them.
Huh?
You said the song that was dope with them is called Harder.
Oh, yeah. Right on, man. My bad. No.
I'm just giving it for the people that was listening, if they can Google that joint that you was talking about.
We gotta get into the comments too a little bit too, son.
Yeah.
But so they making their way through the summit, through the Jack the Rapper summit, like the meet and greet portion with all the different artists. And dude walks up with the camera, like, yo, are y'all performing? He was like, yo, they were like, hell yeah, son, we performing today. He was like, yo, can I interview y'all? I was like, for sure. And this is when Dirt shows up. So Dirty, you know what I'm saying? Dirty's got a little turbulence with RZA right now, right? Because Dirt didn't sign to Def Jam. They you know what I mean? I think Def Jam offered Meth $175K, and they offered Dirt $150. But Dirt been wanting to sign.
He just wanted to be a Def Jam
since they were kids, bro. But Electra, was it Electra? Yeah, Electra was they offered like way more. They offered the same way, they offered the same 150 as Def Jam, but they also offered revisions.
And
So
his masters.
yeah, so after 20 years, he got all of his publishing and masters back.
Think about that's coming up.
That's bro.
His family's, because think about how many times Shimmy Shimmy is used, or Brooklyn Zoo is used in movies.
Movies, dog.
And
like,
licensing and stuff.
Yeah.
Or even Got Your Money.
Mm-hmm.
With the Khalees joint. How many people have that name
movies using that right now?
Dirty baby, dude, they got it. He set him up.
No question.
Because I don't even think Meth has his masters from them first two from Def Jam.
Well, it wasn't in the contract.
Right, but that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
He actually was looking out for his cousin more than Meth.
And Dirt he was not feeling that. Because they went to the Def Jam wardrobe joint, right? And then met Lala there, or Tracy, you know what I'm saying, as the A&R. And she's letting them pick through clothes and all kinds of stuff. Ghost is only one in there looking for stuff for Shuri, for his girl. So
if that was just a general spot, like it was in the garment district, right?
I don't know where it was. I thought it might have been like at Def Jam.
That's what it felt like, but I think it's just a garment district where somebody was like, yo, let's go through and do your thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't really know how it worked back then, but
garment district used to be the shit, man.
Son. So Dirt is like, you know what I'm saying? If we sign with Def Jam, we could be draped up like this all the time. And Tracy hears him, Lala hears him, and she's like, yo, let me holler at you for a second. She's like, y'all can sign your own independent deals. And Dirt was like, word? Yeah, I didn't know. Like, he didn't know, right? So I'm like, how does Byron know this? You know what I'm saying? But Byron also could have been talking to Deck. I don't know. But Dirt didn't know. And so Dirt immediately was just like, oh, bet, I'm obviously signing with Def Jam. So yeah, this is the origin of the turbulence between him and RZA, because at the subway station, they drinking and carrying on, and RZA's like, Dirt's like, man, I'm gonna be drinking this kind of stuff. Like when I signed a Def Jam, I'm gonna be drinking this all the time. And RZA was like, son, cuz you signing with Electra. You know what I'm saying? Dirt was like, yo, quit playing with me, dog.
He's like, it's more money, yo. He's like, well, no, that don't matter. Go back over there.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, call him back, son. He was like, nah, it's done. It's inked already. He was just like, yo, you let Meth go over there. You chose him over me. We family. He was like, it ain't really choosing one over the next. It's just, it was the better deal. Like, your grandkids can eat off of this. He was like, you planning my grandkids' life, yo? It's just like, yo, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is for you. So you don't know what's best for me. And RZA was like, yeah, you stupid or something? And that's when, you know what I'm saying?
Fired off on him.
Yeah, exactly. He caught him. They start tussling a little bit, but after that, you know what I mean? So GZA moved forward. GZA was helping. So RZA got a new spot, and GZA's helping to move in. This is right before Atlanta. And GZA's like, yo, you heard from Dirt? It's like, nah, man, I have, but he's good. Let him air out. He's dealing with something right now. And GZA was like, yo, we got to get down to Atlanta. And they find out that Dirt said he going to get there by himself. And they're like, what? Yo, how's that happening? So when he appeared, right. And so when he was about to get interviewed by a local dude, ODB appears and like kind of leads the interview. He's just like, what y'all want to know about the Wu-Tang? And so all the Wu-Tang cats was like, oh, like they didn't see him coming.
Like they didn't know. It was just going to be just.
Yeah. And so, he's just like, yeah, man, Wu-Tang is forever. You know what I'm saying? And he said, what'd he say? We forever. Like herpes. He started laughing. But then after that, immediately they cut to Rifkin, because Rifkin is, he's riffing out with the security guards because they just took Wu off the ticket. And so, Rifkin is on that, you know what I'm saying, that music. My family's been a member of the music, a part of the music community for
this long. Yep.
Born, and I can have your job, and you know what I'm saying, the typical, you know what I'm saying. And so Riz was like, yo, what's the deal? He's like, yo, they just took us off the ticket. And so this is when like him, RZA, and Vine and Ghost go in the green room, and they was like, yo, what are we gonna do? So we didn't drive all the way from New York just to go right back. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I think RZA, it was RZA where he was like, you don't respect you until you on that rah shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, Ghost is like, that's what I'm talking about. You know, he's ready. And so, you know, they pull the stocking cap off the joint and, you know what I'm saying, get ready to put it on their heads. They cut to the backstage. And dude, it's just like they're announcing everybody that's about to be on the ticket. Meanwhile, they're looking around at each other. It's like, you know what I'm saying, just making sure they eye check and everybody make sure everybody's ready, because obviously they've had a conversation about what they finna do. And Vine and Power have gone up and talked to the little DJ cat. Dude, DJ is just like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta play what they tell me to play. Like, I don't know. I don't have any say in this. And, you know, Power and Vine are like, yo, you know what I'm saying? This could go easy, bro. Or this, you know what I'm saying?
Go the hard way.
Yeah. And so they intimidate Buddy. You know what I'm saying? They end up playing it. And so right when they announced Run DMC, whoever the host was, whoever the promoter was, who said basically to take their backstage passes in the first place, he's announcing Run DMC, and Wu runs out, pushes him off the stage, and they all got on like ski masks, or not?
Yep,
ski
like they robbing the spot.
Stocking caps, yeah. And so, you know what I mean? They dropped the Tiger style, Wu-Tang Clan name, you know what I'm saying? And so the crowd.
But you got to think, people are kind of hurt. This is not. I mean, I wish it would have been showing more that some songs these songs are already been popping. So it's just that this crowd, maybe not all of them, but a lot of this crowd already heard Protection Neck. Protection Neck was already been bubbling.
For sure. I think the confusion just in general is the fact that when you say Run DMC, you expect to see Run DMC.
Right.
But yeah, nah, they definitely, like, they weren't unfamiliar with the track, for sure. Because they was chanting it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's chant too, but it was chanting it, man. So, and I've actually gone back and watched the video, the 93 video. Yeah. In the real video, they actually have the big Wu banner in the back, like behind the stage. So I was wondering, like, how that got there, but you know,
that's an interesting one. Like, how did that?
Yeah, they got the whole banner situation. But yeah, so let me see. They cut back. They're back in New York after all of that. Before they show them back in New York, they show all the buzz, right? All the street buzz. In the audience before that, Vine is popping off merch. He's popping off t-shirts. Who needs a t-shirt? I mean, not Vine, Power. I need a t-shirt. Yo, I need a t-shirt. And then he's selling out of t-shirts, and they cut to the street, and like you see, cha-ching, cha-ching, and then so everybody buying the album, and they got the, you know what I'm saying, testimonial dude was like, yeah, I've been rocking with these cats since Stretch and Bobbito. Yeah, I've been rocking. I was the first person to request to join it, you know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, they just going around. And so, you know what I mean, it was buzz. Then they cut back to New York, and You God shows back up. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, You God, because You God went to Atlanta also. Let's just say that real quick. You God went to Atlanta on probation and didn't tell his PO that he was gone. And he was like, man, they can't do nothing to me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's just handle biz. So he gets back to New York. You know what I'm saying? And they jam him up. Damn, now I'm all over the place. Wait a minute. Before Atlanta, he came back once.
Yep.
He came back once.
And he got on Mystery Chess Boxing.
Yes. He was like, he came back like, what did I miss?
And he was like, dude, we done.
Yeah, we're done, bro. He was like, yo, we got to get your shots, but I don't know how, because we don't have a camera no more. We got to use just his camera to do it. And we got to line up and get everybody back on schedule so your shit don't look stupid. And then he's, you know what I mean?
But
And
that's
so,
why if you notice, his is just him just like coming out of the top of a rooftop. Remember, just like
like in a tunnel thing.
yeah, and it was just like somebody that shot it real quick. All right, well shit, we'll patch it together on the back end. And he wasn't on any other tracks. You got
Yeah.
he's only on that Miss Your Chest Boxing, right?
That's real. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How you feel about that verse though?
I haven't been the biggest You God fan, so I'm not gonna speak on that.
Yeah, that's real. Are we gonna put it there?
His
Likewise.
best verse ever is on Triumph.
Yeah. Check move, stalemate, blood stains the ground. That's
no. And he's got a couple on he got a couple on Wu-Tang Forever though too. Like on I like Gravel at 90 on the W album with Gravel Pit. He's got a night that shit's dope. And then he got some shit on the Wu-Tang Forever on the second disc. I can't remember the songs, but he's got some other joints.
I mean, yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah. I mean, it's hold on, let me see.
Let me see. We got. I'm looking at it. Oh man, I ain't seeing nothing pop up on this one. This is.
Let's see. Let's see if they got everybody who's on every track, because I'll be able to know.
But yeah, he shows up from time. He's just not as. He doesn't have a bigger catalog of verses. He's not as thick, and his pen ain't as heavy as his brothers. So, but yeah, man, so he shows up and he's telling RZA like, "Yo,
it's on dude, the joint dun 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 dun. Oh man, is it is it the Projects or the City?
For the city, yeah.
No, it's the one that go check the one style. He comes out the first verse. He's got the violin. It's the one they did in the scene.
The violin is
It's the scene from On the Boat.
Yeah. Oh, this is only because you mentioned it that I can't think. Reunited.
Yep, that's it. That's
Reunited.
it. He's got a nice verse
that
on
song
there.
is crazy, son. But yeah.
Yeah, and it's another one. Hold on.
Yeah. Now he got a couple joints, man. But he comes in the studio and he's just like, and RZA was like, "Yo, I'm trying to finish this album. No disrespect, man. I'll deal with your stuff later. I got albums to finish." And
it's Bells of War, man. Bells of War.
Oh, Bells of War. You finna play it?
You hear it?
I can't hear nothing, bro.
You can't hear nothing?
Nah.
Okay, so it ain't coming.
But,
all right. But it's Bells of War. It's Bells of War.
Bells of War. Let me see. I'll play it for you, Sam. But yeah, he got a couple joints. But I mean, he comes into the studio and RZA basically kind of kicks him out. He's just like, "Son, I'm busy, man. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna take care of you, but I gotta do this now." And so he comes back. He's halfway out the door, and he comes back. He's like, "Nah, you know what? I'm gonna help you finish this whole album, bro." And he's like, that's when he gets in there and does the Raw gonna give it to you with no trivia, raw like cocaine fresh from Bolivia. And that's the chess boxing, you know what I'm saying? That's the chess boxing piece. Let me see. Bells of War.
Yep, that's it.
I mess around, want to play this whole track now. I can't do it because it's recording.
See what I'm saying? That he came with the first verse on that.
Yeah, that was kind of hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I take that back. You guys not bad. It's just that
he's not.
It's just that he got overshadowed by, and he didn't get a good running start. You got to think everybody is. You got all the marksmen being on there. Then you got everybody's solo joints coming out. We can jump into that now.
Son, the solo joints, man.
Yeah, so the Wu album goes crazy. They doing their thing. And all the solo, they go through the montage of showing all the solo joints dropping. Meth, ODB, Ray.
Yeah.
Ghost.
You see.
No. Ghost album, that's the one thing that was interesting because when you go to the scene with the flood, Ghost album is one of the albums that get flooded.
Which one you talking about? You talking about
Iron Man?
Yeah. So yeah, no. So exactly, that happened.
I know it happened, but I mean, everybody always talks about that set inspect the deck back because his stuff was done and like all that was lost. But were they able to recover Ghost stuff then? Maybe.
I don't know. Ghost might have just went back in and did it because he said, RZA said in another interview that they attempted to go back in and re-record Dex stuff, but Dex stuff, it just didn't feel the same.
Oh, like, so Ghost Man went in and redid his.
He probably just went back in and redid all of it. Yeah, because you had, let me see, you had because immediately after the Chambers drop in '93, you had the Gravediggers joint that dropped in '94, 6 Feet Deep. And let me see, you got Takao '94. You got Return of 36 Chambers, Dirty Version, that's '95. Only Built for Cuban Links, that's '95. Liquid Swords is '95.
But you got to think, they came out in '95, but these albums were turned in before the flood.
Oh, for sure. And so the flood happened. Yeah, we'll get into that too. But that was detrimental to I mean, like I said, bro. Dex, they said they tried to go back in and his stuff just didn't feel. I don't know if he just was like heartbroken or what, but he said it just didn't feel. It didn't have the same like energy behind it, man.
Because that album got totally scrapped, right?
Yeah, totally. It wasn't even named. It was untitled. You see him writing it on the floppy. So while You God is actually in the studio doing his verse to Chess Boxing, GZA and Jamil.
Oh, I'm reading an article here. It says Meth, Ray, Ghost, GZA, and Ghost redid their albums.
It's crazy. I don't know what happened.
That was the only one that couldn't get it right.
And I heard his was like the hardest too, like one of them.
Wow, and you know what? Oh man, and it put Deck behind the 8 ball more probably. Just thinking about it logically, if the so ODB's album must have not been in there. His must have been turned in.
Yeah,
Meth's, RZA's, and GZA's, but that don't make no sense because. But I can see. I'm just trying to figure out how that went because it went Meth first, then ODB, right?
Yes. Takao came out in '94.
Takao was first.
Mm-hmm.
So Meth had to record his stuff. How did ODB? Unless ODB was doing his stuff, you know what? I bet you ODB was so fucking sporadic with his shit that it didn't even matter.
It didn't matter
because he probably recorded 3 songs.
They like beforehand,
and we don't even know about them because they probably didn't even come out coherent, maybe, or they were stuck at Elektra, maybe they had to do it at the Elektra studios, and maybe they had them on the reels there.
Because his was '95, Takao was '94. So
it goes Meth, ODB, Raekwon.
Yep.
GZA then. Yep. It's GZA then Ghostface.
In that order, brother. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And then you come back to the Wu-Tang Forever album, right?
'97. Yep.
And then you start it all over again. Then the wheel starts turning back around again.
Yep.
Don't get no. Then RZA drops his joint. Bobby Digital.
The Pillage
drops his second album. Judgment Day
comes out in '98.
Right, Immobilier didn't come out until 2000. But then it was Supreme Clientele 2002, right?
Let me see.
Hold on, let me
Bobby Digital came out in '98. Takao 2000 came out in '98. The Pillage Cap Adonis joint came out in '98.
That you know what? That's probably the real rub for Deck is how does Cap come out before him?
Dude, Cap shit was nice too, dog.
That Pillars was dope.
Son, Milk the Cow.
Wow, dude, that I could see, and maybe it was disheartening. It was like they was trying to get him back in the studio. You know,
yeah, he wasn't feeling it, bro. Uncontrolled Substance came out in '99.
Right, but you're backing up against Supreme Clientele came out right after it.
Yeah. Golden Arms Redemption came out in 99 too. Chill, Man Child came out in 99.
Okay, so I'm looking at it here. So
Supreme
Iron Man
Clientele came out in 2000.
And you got to think, remember, RZA started doing the shit with the Grave Diggers. That's 97.
So so they came out in 94 and 97. So when you say it started back over, it really started back over because after Wu-Tang Forever dropped, Grave Diggers was next again.
Yep. Then you go Capadonna, Meth, RZA, Jizza again.
Yep.
ODB again. Then you go, then Meth and Redman dropped theirs, and they got 2 RZA beats on there. Then it goes to Inspect the Deck in 99.
Uncontrolled Substance. And I like that album too. It
just came out too late.
Came out too late, bro.
And then you're bumping up against Supreme Clientele coming out in 2000, which is super heralded, and then the W album right after that. Like, it didn't get that much time to breathe. Because I remember that came out in the fall too. There
was nothing touching Supreme Clientele, bro.
Right. No.
Not a chance, bro.
No.
And like you said, the W came out. That manga was insane. When did that come out? 01?
Yep.
Or 2000?
01.
01. The W was nasty.
Oh no, a W is 2000. 2000.
Ja World is my track, son.
So man, we got off into a tangent.
Yeah, man.
But so with the solo, basically like all these solo albums. Let's talk predictions, man. I got a couple of predictions, man.
All right, that's what's up.
I think that they're going to do a montage of everybody kind of doing their solo stuff, and it's going to end with Wu-Tang Forever coming back together for the last album. It's to end the season.
Okay.
You're going to see ODB go on. What was it? Was it MTV? It wasn't MTV Cribs. It was MTV like Diary or something.
Yeah, when he was riding around getting the welfare checks
with the food stamp card in a limo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
They better do that. They better do that. I hope they do that.
Yeah, they're gonna do that. They're gonna show the Mary J. Meth how he's blowing up, and I'm wondering they're gonna show how a little bit of the I want to say jealousy, but how Meth was getting that push.
Yeah,
he's the only one on Def Jam. I wonder if ODB's gonna come back and be like, I should be getting that push, man. Look at Meth. He doing songs with Mary. He doing songs with Biggie. He doing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Veo probably, man. Probably he wasn't feeling that whole situation. So obviously the toxic energy is gonna come out somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come out at the person who think he got, you know what I'm saying, something up on him. And that will be Meth, you know, being the Def Jam artist.
So, no, I mean, you think he's gonna take it out on Meth or on RZA or both?
I mean, probably both, man. I think Meth is gonna be, I would say they'll both be understanding of ODB's position on it, but I don't think Meth wants to see the static as much as RZA does, because RZA's in a different position. RZA's the quarterback, RZA's the admin, and so he's going to have to deal with it where Method Man has the luxury of not. He could just be like, you know, what I mean, it is what it is, son. Like,
because you know, I mean, you think about it, man. People don't like all our listeners that are a little bit younger. I mean, not a little bit younger in general. Method Man was so humongous.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing was crazy. I don't know if Meth knew how big he was. If that makes sense.
You know what? I don't think anybody knows how big they are.
Yeah, but I'm talking about even more because the way he was like not moving, but like he was super gutter still. It wasn't like he went Hollywood.
Do you think it was that, or do you think it was you are the company you keep? Yeah,
and maybe hanging out with Red too, because he went to Def Jam. But no. Listen, what I'm saying with this, he went to Def Jam. He didn't start hanging out with the more pop. No, I wouldn't say poppy because that's not. But the more mainstream acts on Def Jam, they put him together with Red to do the summer, the month of May.
Month of Man, yeah.
So it's like and I'm sure they're gonna show the Red and Meth connect. Because
I hope so. Man, I hope so.
that's a whole different,
I can't wait to see who
thing.
they cast for Red if they show him.
They got to because they're going to show that aspect of it. I think they're going to show Ghost and Ray getting super close, especially doing this the Built for Cuban Links album, and how they got pulled Capadonna in to do that album.
Yeah,
that's really a trio album.
It is.
It's Ray's album. He's doing the most of the rhyming, but you look at the cover, it's 3 people. Just like on Iron Man, 3 people.
Yep. Man, you got the purple tape. It's crazy, son.
Yeah.
But
so I'm just spitballing on that, and then maybe you see some discontent. I mean, then you see RZA probably doing his own thing because was not RZA, GZA. Did GZA sign to Loud too? Or let me
I don't know who GZA signed to because GZA wasn't too keen on signing nothing.
Right. He'd already been in a messed up deal.
Yeah.
He's on Geffen.
Oh, was he? Okay.
He was on Geffen.
Yeah, man.
And RZA was so ingenious with that, man. The idea of splitting everybody up because you're getting the marketing budget from all these different places instead of one place.
That's vision. And he said it. I can't remember, like he said, listen, if meth for whatever reason flops, they're gonna pull Dirty's budget.
Yep. So because he's there.
Yeah, because he's there. You know what I mean? So the dude's vision, and he stood by his guns the whole time. And that takes a lot of guts, bro, to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're the only person standing on that mountain and everybody around you basically calling you crazy. But they put you in that position and you got to move in that space. I know you, as far as predictions are concerned, I know you probably still looking to see Attila again, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering, he's got to pop back up. We just, or if they don't, that's a bad writing situation, is just to drop that character. I mean, he talked about him saying that he just didn't say nothing, or whatever.
I don't think he pops back up, bro.
You don't think so?
I think they got too much to cover in a little bit of time. Well, first of all, we got greenlit for a 3rd season, so that's
it's the last season.
So it's not like our last projection situation where we had no idea if we were coming back or not.
Right.
This is absolutely a comeback situation. There's just so much to cover. This is when the world gets introduced to the Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know if they have the time to.
It's gonna be a lot of montage stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna show them. It's gonna show him and Mary doing the video, but not talking about the song. You know what I'm saying? Or talking about it, like him leaving, on the phone, yo, I'm just leaving to shoot with Mary.
You
know what I'm saying? Or show them in the studio, kicking it together, but that's it, a pan across the room of showing them all doing their different stuff, showing them on the ice cream video shoot.
It's gonna have to be, dog. It's way too much to cover because at that time it was just so much going on. Because
it's got to end with Wu-Tang Forever because it took them 4 years to come back to do an album.
Yeah, I mean, RZA was busy, but yeah.
And then probably RZA, you know what I'm saying? People probably yo, RZA ain't got time to do my beats no more.
They start outsourcing for beats too.
Because not Street Life, Mathematics start doing a lot of their beats on the low, right?
Start producing. Exactly. I mean, Math was behind.
I think Street Life too, right?
Street Life was a producer as well. And so, I mean, but it was all in the Wu camp, but it wasn't always, you know what I'm saying, Bobby Digital on
But I think people wanted that Bobby Digital touch. That's the whole thing. I want that on there. I need that.
Yeah. I think everybody except for Ghost. I think Ghost needed something bigger. As far Apollo Kids. Who produced Apollo Kids?
Ooh, hold on.
That joint was huge. The sound sonically, it was just big. It was horns, it was strings. You know what I mean? Like RZA usually gave you gritty. He might give you one of those elements, but he didn't orchestra you out. And that was what Ghost got in the Supreme Clientele era. You know what I'm saying?
So let's see. Apollo Kids was Hassan. Hassan.
Bam,
Oh
bam.
shit. Yeah, Hassan G.
That was something else.
Wow, he did Magic Stick, Lil Kim, 50 Cent too. He's from the UMCs, rep
A
with the
word?
UMCs. Yeah.
That was a rough beat right there, bro.
Oh wow, he did Take It Off on Busta Rhymes album on the
Mm.
ELE.
Yelly was crazy.
Oh, he did like 12, 13 tracks on Deck's second album, The Movement.
When the movement come out?
03.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did like 4 or 5 joints on that Ghostface More Fish in 06. And then he did another joint on Deck that came out in 2014.
Okay. All right.
But that Apollo Kids was a crazy beat.
That dude, man, that beat. I remember the first time I heard that beat. That was mouth was on the floor, bro.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny, even though we talk about this more, the downfall of the Wu albums wise, outside of Supreme Clientele
Mm-hmm.
and Nigga Please
Mm-hmm.
is 98 beats wise. Because if you look at most of these albums, Riz is not producing as much on any of these as much anymore.
Exactly. I'm trying to get back to you. I got the Google.
I mean, now RZA did the majority of the heavy lifting on Supreme Clientele, which makes sense of why it's a classic. I did, it's interesting. RZA only did 2 beats on Nigga Please.
Is that right? Just 2?
Yeah, but you got to think he had the Neptunes on the 3, 4 tracks that was popping. So he got that other kind of flow. Like Got Your Money is the Neptunes. Recognize My Joint, that was on there. I Can't Wait is Irv Gotti actually. Cold Blooded is the Neptunes. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
who did Never Be the Same Again with Ghost and Carl Thomas?
You talking about the Ghost Raekwon album together.
Yes.
That is on.
Let me find out you got men around my
That's
kids.
on Bulletproof Wallets. It's on Bulletproof Wallets.
Yes, sir. That wasn't RZA either, man. So
Lils and PLZ. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, that was clean though. But yo,
like
to
it
go
was
back,
sparingly. Wu was popping up and doing a thing, sparingly. But like that 98, really, RZA put all his energy in that Wu-Tang Forever, and it kind of like fell from there. Maybe RZA was doing too much. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and then he jumped off with Buddy with the. Don't get me started on the Scarelli, the joint he bought.
Yeah. That was from he was working with what was the other dude overseas?
Yeah, I don't even want to say
like
his name.
Rings or something like that.
Yeah, something rings, golden ring,
or ring
like
3 rings or something like
silver
that.
rings.
Oh, was it gold rings, silver rings, or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
but yeah, but
so get some more predictions. What you got predictions wise?
Predictions wise, man, I hope that they do a little bit of touring and they get a chance.
Oh, are they gonna show the show?
That's okay. Now you feeling me. You know what I'm saying? Because now they hitting the road and now they doing all of it. There's documentaries about all this stuff. Anyways,
oh, and the Rage Against the Machine tour.
Yo, when they said F, you know what I'm saying?
Hot 97 at Summer Jam. That's gonna be on. That's got is that after Wu-Tang Forever?
That was,
or is that like 99 or something?
I think it might have been before, because when Forever came out in
97.
97. So it would have to be around that time. Rage Against the Machine, and that's Googleable too.
Yeah.
But that I want to see that. I want to see
97.
Yes, sir. I want to see all
97.
And so, they didn't know how big that opportunity was. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the first crossover, huge stadium crossover audience situation. Right.
That was before like the Warp Vans tour or Warp Vans concerts and like Lollapalooza, where they were like kind of morphing it together. And even when they redid Woodstock again, when they had DMX there, Fugees, etc., where it was kind of a little bit, it was still rock but more mashup on that side. Dude, it's a interview. Did you know the drummer for fucking Race Machine is black?
No. I don't know much about Rage Against the Machine though. So
Dude,
that's
like black. Like his parents were
word.
like his
Not like
parents were like
Slash
one of them
Black.
is like the I'm trying to remember. I believe it's the drummer
Okay.
or bassist. I'm looking here now. Hold on. It's Tom Morello.
Mm.
He's a bassist. Okay.
Okay.
But his dad was like working in the hood of Chicago. His dad is like African. And his
Word?
mom is of course is white, but like he black, like grew up in Chicago and all that, man.
That's fresh,
He's
bro.
born in Harlem, grew up in Libertyville, Illinois.
See, that's crazy. I didn't. You put me on. I don't know much
Yeah,
about the
so
group
but
or
meaning
catalog.
I'm bringing up his dad was in the Mau Mau Revolution. That's what it was.
Oh, so black. He grew up.
Yeah, his dad was in the Mau Mau's in Kenya.
Wow.
But he tells a story. I was listening to an interview with him. He said that ODB was so wild. He said they were on tour, and he said ODB. He was walking around. He's like, keep in mind we did 3 or 4 cities. And ODB walks into him. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? What's your name again? He's like, keep in mind we did 3 or 4 cities already. And he said there's a chanting stadium behind them. And he's like, dude, where's the show at?
Or Dirt was something else, man.
He said, where's the show at? Like, he said there's a full stadium of people right behind us, like cheering and everything.
And
Who
like,
is on stage, like doing a thing? He's like, yo, do you know where the show is?
Was he it's a stupid
But he
question.
he said it was dark. I don't even. He's like, dude, I just know. He's like, hey, what's your name again? I haven't met you. He's like, we literally are staying in the same hotel.
You know what I'm saying?
We just ate breakfast.
Bro, we're leaving together, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right. I know we got different buses and shit, but damn, like, dude, I'm the headliner of the damn show.
That's crazy. See, and that's I think an example. We talked about Meth not really knowing how big he was, but that I think
ODB too.
ODB didn't know, bro. I don't think he cared though. Like I think there's a difference between like knowing you're big, trying to be big, or just doing you. And Dirt just never left. He just never left like Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Or like this. He just in his mind, he was just having fun, and he didn't care who got hurt. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care who, like if he got hurt. He was having a blast.
I think another prediction I got for you, man. Them showing how big they became in Japan, South Korea, etc. Were like they're like God, like how they go over there and they just can tour forever. If they was want to move to Japan or Korea, and they could live there forever.
Yeah. You know what? I heard Vine, and this might be a long prediction, but I heard Vine and like real Vine in a
Was it on Mike's and Men?
Yeah, no. It was on an interview. He was saying like, yo, because they asked him like, are you gonna have more than just 3 seasons? And he was like, son, we could keep going forever, man. We got everybody here except for Dirt. He was like, we could spin off and do whatever we need to do. He said, just with Hulu, we got approved for season 3. He said, but man, we could take. I mean, if we don't stay on Hulu, or if we decide to go past 3 and Hulu don't want to pick us up, it's our right to tell our story however we see fit. So if I'm predicting anything, is that, and fingers crossed, there might be a 4.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you end at Wu-Tang forever. Like everything up to Wu-Tang forever.
No question. I'd love to see
just all the stuff that happens in between there. I mean, I don't even know if do they go into the Biggie beef? I had that written down. Do they go into the Biggie beef?
Yo, why not, bro? Why not? You know what I'm saying? If we're showing it,
do they go into the Nas? Well, Nas not too much. They really didn't beef for Nas because Nas was on everybody's album. But do they go into the Biggie beef? Bad Boy taken from Nas. Wait.
So yeah, if I'm predicting anything, it just continues to grow. I'm also predicting that we might get some new music from this because it's a whole new audience of people now who are. I mean, because like you see Wu-Tang, and for some people it's just the W is associated, but catalog wise, they don't really. You know what I'm saying? Like you see Wu-Tang on T-shirts, you see Wu-Tang on certain things. It's just like seeing Nike on something. Like you don't really know who started the brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You think that to that point?
Oh, for sure. I think they've been at that point, man, for a good
Okay.
amount of time, man.
That
For a
the
good
brand, the
amount
actually the
of time.
W is bigger than actually the band.
Oh, big time. It's iconic, bro. People getting tattoos and they can't rhyme
And
along
can't
with
and can't name all 9 members of the Wu.
nope. Nope. So, but that's this is a prime example or not example, but opportunity of to present new music, and that's a prediction of mine. Like, I'm surprised that this doesn't have a soundtrack. I'm surprised by this because of who's in charge. Because this brother makes soundtracks for movies. He makes scores for movies, and so I'm surprised that there hasn't been an album, or at least, I'm saying, a couple tracks that have come from this, because it's and use it as a score. You have everybody involved in the writing. You know what I'm saying? You can see it on the credits, man, when you're watching it. You got everybody listed as either a writer or some kind of a contributor. But we haven't heard any new music yet, and that's my prediction. I can't wait. That's solid.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up, everybody.
Yeah. Yo,
Make sure you
before
hit
we
us
get
up.
off,
Let's
man,
interact with us. Focus, where can they hit you up at?
I was gonna say, before we get off, man, did you
Yeah.
want to read any comments? Did you
Oh,
want to read
yeah,
any
yeah,
comments?
yeah. Let me jump in here. We did have
You know
some
what I'm
questions.
saying? Yeah, man. And thank y'all again, as always, for chiming in, man. It's always fun getting hit up. I get hit up offline a lot. I was in Atlanta. Shout out to the homegirl Dan Ye. I was in Atlanta for Thanksgiving, and she was like, "Son," she was showing me a photo shoot that she took for her birthday, and it's all Wu-Tanged out, and she couldn't wait to show it to me because she was just like, "Yo, you're gonna appreciate this photo shoot." And she was, you know what I'm saying? And she works on a radio station down in Atlanta. She was one of the people who's just like, "Yo, I wanna, you know what I'm saying, talk Wu with y'all." You know what I'm saying? If y'all letting
Yeah,
us
we had to
do
bring her on.
that.
We could do some like post wrap up, some
You know what I'm saying?
epilogue episode. Um,
Yeah,
so
man. But it's
this
been
first
tough.
email comes from Boyce Boice man. So I'm Boyce man, and he
Okay.
says, or she, I'm not sure who gender on this one. Um, why is it that the Wu will not fully go in depth into their interpersonal relationships with women outside of Ghostface? RZA was in a relationship for a long time with the woman in the show, but they act like she's a throwaway. Will we see it how Meth has his relationship with his woman, more of ODB with his woman, and some of the other Wu's associations with women?
This is Voice might be a woman, bro.
I'm thinking.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry if I'm wrong,
Yeah,
but
I'm
you know what?
assuming that. I'm not trying to
No, it's just
stereotype
having
you or
fun.
anything.
We're
I'm
just
just
having
assuming
fun. I
something.
mean,
The way the energy was in the email, it felt like it was a woman.
yeah. So I feel like this. Right? There could be an entire spin-off soap opera style about interrelationship stuff, but that doesn't necessarily, unfortunately, I mean, it has an effect, and you
But
see it more
it's so much
with
meat we got to
Ghostface.
get into.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect the climate of the group, except for Ghostface, because his girl is RZA's sister.
Right. And they
And
had like
so
2 kids together in real
two
life.
kids together very early, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they were all there day one. And so
Yeah.
everybody else, like RZA's girl, they touch on her, but she's the Ohio piece, and she kind of ties into like, but
Ohio situation.
exactly. So
I guess maybe they have Meth if they talk about him doing the joint with Mary and they show him with his lady, like, yo, do you all I need or something, like talk about that's high inspiration for this, because Meth's been with his lady for a long time too.
long time.
Actually,
And
the longest of like he's like people talk about like Ice Cube being with his girl a long time, and Snoop. Meth
Snoop,
is up there with that too. Meth is up there 20,
yeah,
30 years damn near.
LL Cool J and
LL
Method,
Cool J. Yep. But I think Meth is up there though, man. Him and his wife been together
yeah.
for a grip.
Yeah, and salute, you know what I mean, to all the queens that held down the gods, man. But I don't know if the storyline is conducive to the music, except for, and this is all musical based. This is like how they became who they are, how we learn who they are, how they, that kind of stuff. And so I don't know. I think it would take a long a long term, but I don't think it's impossible to show it. I might even watch it. I don't know, but I mean, Ghost even like moving forward goes to what was it, marriage boot camp, some shit like that. You know what I mean? So he been showing his situations forever. But yeah, that's an interesting piece of feedback right there by the contributor. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Is that was it? That we
Yeah,
want to
that's it, man. Where can people hit you up at, bro?
Yeah, man. Instagram, man. The Focus Gallery, TheFocusGallery, and then on Twitter, THAFOCUS, man. Where they can find you, brother?
Yeah, they can find me at Dig Game ISU on Instagram, Dig Game on Twitter as well. And make sure you can follow Lando Cal Pod on Instagram and on Twitter, and SOLC Network on IG, Twitter, Facebook. Same thing with Lando Cal Experience as well, man. We appreciate y'all.
No question. Hit that subscribe button, y'all.
Yeah, hit it up. And we're gonna do some epilogue episodes. Maybe we just keep talking about Wu on different episodes and just keep the momentum going and just keep it moving, and we'll bring on different people to talk about it.
Yeah, man. It's love. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year to everybody.
See y'all in a minute.